idolizing my comfort zone and just allowing that to hinder me. I should show me how to be bold in my purpose and in this walk. I said, because it's hard for me, because it's become a real, like a real comfort for me. Like when I say a real comfort for me, to where I don't mind playing in the back. I don't mind being in the back. I don't mind being like, I give you some ideas, but I ain't got to be acknowledged. Like my name ain't got to be attached to it. Just like how I said this morning when I was just like, I would rather give somebody their flowers, you know, personally than in the group. That's just I guess that's a comfort thing for me as well, to where it's just like, you know, nobody know what I'm doing. It's almost just, yeah.
It's just sometimes, but it's just like, I always feel like people that I like that are just real, genuine people. And when we do something from that place, it's not for everybody to see. It's just not, because it's like, I don't want nobody's attention, nor do I want nobody to even think that I'm trying to even get some attention. So I will wait. And even come to that. You can even use that method when it comes down to confrontation. If you have confrontation with somebody, it's best to get that person by themselves, because you're going to get the true them. You do it in front of a group of people, you gonna get the pride version of them, and that ain't the version that you want, because that's what's gonna lead to the altercation growing. And then now y'all throwing words, now y'all ready to maybe even throw hands and destroy something and get both of y'all in trouble, or blow up a situation to where it didn't have to be there if you just caught them coming out the bathroom, or caught them going to the car and be like, hey, look, I just want to holler at you right quick. Man to man or woman to woman. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then you gonna for sure get the true version of them. Oh, it wasn't even like that. I ain't even on that. And it's just like, yeah, I ain't
That's true. That's true, because I had a situation to where I had, it was some years later, to where I was just like, I was like, hey, do you think we can meet up so we can talk? And I was willing to, you know, well, we met up. Long story short, we met up, and we had 7 brew, y'all. And because it's a BOGO, it's between 7 and 8, buy one get one free, and the line is thick. Look at the line, y'all.
Heavy.
Look at the line. Hey, how you doing?
Y'all have a phone number with that?
901.
Whoever she was, love her. What the young folks say, love her down. I love her, because she repeated that stuff, and it was correct. So if our drinks ain't right, it's not her fault. It's the kitchen fault. But we usually don't like to complain about that. We just be like, oh, okay, we know y'all, because we come here faithfully. So we just know that they do a great job. We just don't complain. We just be like, y'all just fumbled the ball today.
Straight up.
Because it's the line too long today to be complaining anyway. Now, if you want to be a doucher and hold the line up, circle around, get out, and let them do it. Don't hold the line up. Just get out your car and walk over there. Please. I would. Because you hold the line up, so everybody can get this deal. It's buy one, get one free, like I said. But yeah, like I was saying, revert back to my store. Long story short, we met up. I asked the question. We was by ourselves. I asked the question like, hey, you know, what made you stop talking to me? And I got I'm assuming the honest answer, which was, I don't know. And I said, oh, okay. And it's that on that. That was the short version, real short version. Because I could go in depth, but I don't want to. But yeah. So it's true. You get somebody by themselves, you'll get the real, authentic version of that person. But at the same time, you could get a watered down version of that real person, to where, you know, it is what it is. You know, at least you did the step of mending the situation, and it's up to that other person if they want to mend it too. If not, that's on them. You did your part. Don't cry over spilled milk. Keep it pushing.
One of the things the Lord had exposed to me, and like in the sense of like why we get looked over, and also outside of why you get looked over, why you endure the things you endure, and why you have to endure the things that you endure, because he had to do the same thing. himself. Even though he was all-knowing, even though he was perfect in his ways, Jesus still had the choice to be obedient or disobedient to God. And it took my mind because the Lord had led me to Hebrews chapter 5, verses 7 through 9. And it says, during the days of Jesus' life on the earth, he offered up prayers and petitions with fervent cries and tears to the one who could save him from death. And he was heard because of his reverent submission. So just on 7 alone, it shows that Jesus had to submit the same way we got to submit. And then at 8 it says, son, though he was, he learned obedience from what he suffered. Like, peep that. Jesus learned obedience from what he suffered. So Jesus learned how to trust in the Lord the same way we have to. It's just unlike Jesus. Jesus was 100% about his daddy business, and he believed and trusted in him. We say we believe in him, we say we trust in him, but the second he tried to get us to be obedient, or the second he tried to change us on some things, we turn up, we rebel, we go against the grain because it's something that we really don't want to do. We really want to give into a straight up sweet. We don't want to taste no bitter. And then in 9 it says, and once made perfect, he became the source of eternal salvation for all who obey him. So we got to do this. Right, look at the bang. We got to do the same thing he did. Like, people always say, Lord, why you choose me? And then they want to sit up and say, why not? No, why not is this right here in 8. Son, though he was, he learned obedience from what he suffered. And then at the end of 7 where it says, he was heard because of his reverent submission. So the same trials that he went through, we as his kids, we got to go through.
Gotta share the suffering.
You understand? Share the suffering. If we are a part of his body, then we are the ones that got to sacrifice and get sacrificed the same way he did. And every day you fight against your flesh, you sacrifice it. Every day you try to trust. Every day you try not to murmur. Every day you try not to complain. Every day you try not to give in to your default setting. You on the battlefield and you fight. Like, we want to go for the big battles, like, oh, I just overcame this, oh, I just overcame that.
It's the small fights.
You understand? Like, we overlooking the biggest battle because the devil is real slick. He real smooth because all he needs is a foothold. Put your foot in the door and check that out. All he needs is that.
Oh, you ain't lying. I just told him about that yesterday because I had a dream. And I told DJ, I said, I didn't pray over that dream. I didn't pray against it. Because it was like the next day I was just washing dishes, and it was just like DJ came home like an hour and a half late, and because he didn't have his van, so he been coming home like at about 5:30. So he came home late, and like immediately the enemy was just like, look, it's late, he done came home late, that means he out here slipping and sliding out in the streets, you know, he got somebody else. Your dream was true. And I was just like, what? I had to immediately
shut that stuff down.
because it's like, for real, that foothold can be legit.
I ain't got time for child support. Shoot. Oh.
He ain't got time to get beat up. It ain't by me.
Talk like the real, like, I ain't mind. Look, like, people want to not cheat because of child support. No. My God is gonna bust your goddamn back.
It may not be right then and there, and it may not be for a few years, but when it hits, it's gonna hit.
Alright.
It's gonna hit.
Right, people gotta fear the way the Lord pull up, because the Lord got a way of pulling up that'll rock your freaking socks off. You feel me? It's like that, and then it's just like, it's like outside of the Lord rocking your socks. Like, one things I don't want to experience, and this is just one of my personal transparencies. one of the things I don't want to experience is the look on her face when she finds out I done did this and that. That's a look that's gonna be in your mind like PTSD for the rest of your life. And then y'all gotta keep on fighting from that place. That's deep. Because even though people say they forgive, that's that foothold
It's
that the enemy is like a sensitive nerve, and he know he can touch on that nerve every time he gets ready.
It's almost like how they say you can't unhear something. You can't unknow something unless, you know, of course, a trauma happened to where it wipes your memory. But subconsciously, it's gonna be sitting back there, and it's gonna be like something. It could be something as somebody can have the same sweater on or look like that person or something like that. Whatever the situation may be, and it just come back up. And I don't know, he sure been coming back and forth.
And he look older than that.
He does look older. I want to know 7 Brewer franchise.
Hey, I sure want peace. I want peace. I ain't gonna care. I just need the coin.
But I've been bored. Because I think, is Chick-fil-A a franchise? I think Chick-fil-A is a franchise. I know Subway a franchise, but I don't want no Subway.
Crystal's is too.
Crystal's is a Subway. Oh, there go my girl. But yeah, pray against this stuff. Don't let that stuff, when I say bit slip, it can be a crack.
You gotta lock your socks up.
It can be like a little small hole. And when I say that thing can slip through, it can slip through.
Yes, bro, because y'all gotta realize, like, the reason why he always need a foothold is because of the scripture that says he prowls around like a roaring lion looking for whom he may devour. So if I'm constantly prowling around, that means I am over dedicated.
Keep the word constantly.
Constantly.
While you're sleeping.
Constant.
And because he don't sleep.
Constant.
It's constantly.
Constant.
And it ain't just him. He got
Why you think he ain't paying attention to how you looking at something, or paying attention to how you thinking something? He paying attention to your body language. He paying attention to all of that. These demons out here got these books, and they paying attention, and they studying us. So all the time they looking for that way to get up there and get in.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
They looking for that way to get in. So the second that they find that little gap where they can hit the
it's
jack,
like, excuse me.
What? Like some little crabs trying to get past each other. Sidestep. And now he got you. And now you own one, and it's just like you ain't even had to be there.
My matcha better not be watered down. I ain't gonna complain, but I'm just saying. I'm gonna complain to DJ. But yeah. See, that's why I told DJ I got to start ordering my matcha online so I can start making my own matcha. Because lately my matcha ain't been matcha-ing. I ain't complaining. It ain't even no residue at the bottom. That means this is strictly milk. And I pray it's oat milk and not whole milk.
Wait, this ain't no double. Is it?
That's milk. Yeah, what you say?
This is for the Calbert Nation. We ain't taking no black. You feel me? If we spending money on it, we not being difficult. We just want what we spent our money on. So this our slogan for the year. You feel me? If you don't want me to return to sender, do right by me at the window. You understand? Don't say window. You feel me? We're gonna take it back to granny. Window. If you don't want, and then we're gonna say sender, not sender. Okay? We're not gonna say sender, and we're not gonna say window. We're gonna say, if you don't want me to return to sender, do right by me at the window. There was a Calbert Nation announcement that goes to everybody that's a part of the CN Nation, you feel me? That's just what it is.
So in other words, he circled back and he looked. It's green now.
Hello.
Because even the lady was just like, she was just like, that's weird because that don't look like a matcha.
It's an extra scoop of matcha. How you giving me an extra scoop of matcha, but this junk is white. And it ain't even a good white. It's this murky transparent white.
That's because they put the
Like
flavor
water.
in, the sugar flavoring in there. That's why. But when the other lady brought the matcha out, I was just like, that's a matcha.
Oh, bro.
Compare, like when she came close to my old cup that was up there, I said, it's clearly that they forgot the powder.
Come on now.
They forgot the powder.
Come on now.
And so DJ heard her say, bruh, like
Right.
she showed them the
What?
cup.
She was like, y'all tripping. She sounded like Skylar.
I don't.
She said, bruh. And I was like, oh my God.
She drugged
She drugged
the
that
bruh, the
mother.
you.
What? She said, oh my God. And it supposed to have extra? Yeah, it supposed to be an extra scoop of matcha powder. She said, yeah, that doesn't even look right. I was like, yeah, of course.